Changes we've talked about. I want to bring in Charlie Gasparino, who has followed just about everything Attorney General Eric Schneiderman has done since he took that
financial
position.
Fraud in general. I'm dubious about this in terms of a law enforcement investigation and a law enforcement, being an issue for law enforcement. I mean, okay, the companies themselves need to maintain their credibility. They have to, if something like this hurts their credibility, they have to stop the practice.
Hurts their business.
But this is not insider trading, not even close. This is someone maybe using information, and it looks like they didn't use it before it was available to anybody else.
Yeah, they're saying they didn't. It's like the game starts at 1 o'clock, right? He puts it out at 1:40. Mm-hmm. It's still a question. I mean, they say they have documentation of that. We've asked to see it. We haven't seen it yet.
So when did he use it?
Well, he put it out on a blog at 1:40. When did he use it is the question.
So they
did
say
he have it before that. They say he didn't. But they say they have documentation.
Well, then you know what?
We haven't seen it yet.
This is much ado about nothing.
If that's true, if all that's true.
Exactly. And maybe Schneiderman
and by the way,
squeezes out
even
how
if
they store their data to protect
let's just say
he did,
maybe he did that, and let's just say by accident he used that information. I don't see what law that breaks.
It doesn't. It doesn't right now. It just doesn't.
No,
There's no rules.
So now why is Schneiderman going after it? If you notice, it's the only office that's doing it. The U.S. Attorney's not going after it. The SEC.
Because everybody in their offices probably plays FanDuel.
No, here's why.
DraftKings.
No, here's why. To be honest, Eric Schneiderman has the Martin Act, which is a law in New York State that gives him broad powers to go after a lot of stuff.
I want to talk about another story you're about to break here, and that is a Hillary Clinton plan to go after Wall Street, or at least go after different changes that Wall Street should effectuate, she believes.
I think what we're going to see in the coming days, and there's there's all sorts of rumors that it's going to come out tomorrow. She's hinted at this in recent speeches, but I'm getting this from fundraisers who've been talking to him, is that that she's going to come out with some sort of concrete Wall Street reform plan. Now, what will this look like? It's going to be a mishmash. Let's start first with why she's doing it. Obviously, one reason why she's doing it is because Bernie Sanders and the left and Elizabeth Warren, they've given her a lot of trouble for being too close to Wall Street.
She gets a lot of donations. A lot of them do, though.
Now, let's just point out, and they've come out, and particularly Bernie Sanders come out with some pretty tough measures on Wall Street. A transaction tax. He wants to break the banks up, bring back Glass-Steagall, which used to prevent banks from merging with investment houses. So she has to appease the left. She also wants to go after Biden because Joe Biden, who may run for president, the vice president, has a lot of ties to Wall Street. So she wants to underscore that a little bit. Her problem is, and this is what I'm getting from her fundraisers, she's wrestling with this, is how do you thread the needle? From what I understand, at least as of right now, she's not going to go as far as Bernie Sanders and call for a reimposition of Glass-Steagall, which would break up Citigroup, for example, and J.P. Morgan. She's not doing that. She's going to settle for...
Can you win without Wall Street? Can you win without getting donations from the Goldmans and the J.P. Morgans of the world?
Bernie Sanders is doing pretty well. I'm just telling you that this just shows you just what a difficult time Hillary Clinton's going to have with this issue. She is going to... The mood on both parties is pretty populist, particularly in the Democratic Party. Her best friends and biggest contributors, among the biggest contributors, come from Wall Street. If you just look, Morgan Stanley's like their third largest contributor. Her ex-number 2, Tom Nides at the State Department, is the vice president of Morgan Stanley. She's friends with Lloyd Blankfein at Goldman. She's going to have to thread this needle, attack him and not attack him. And this plan, from what I understand, is going to be part of that mishmash.
And the timing, too, ahead of Biden.
There's some breaking news, Connell, that you may want to comment on because you've been following this very closely. Hillary Clinton has just told Judy Woodruff of NewsHour, a news organization, she is against the trade deal. She's against TPP. So if she's alienating Wall Street, she may alienate some big exporting companies here in the U.S.
I believe when she was Secretary of State, or she was supportive of those types of ideas.
Wasn't she?
This started during the Bush administration and worked its way through the Obama administration. She was supportive of it.
Just from an optic standpoint, she must really think that she's in trouble here.
She's terrified of Bernie Sanders, maybe?
Who knows? But I'm just telling you that she must think she's really in trouble in her own party. And here's why. The conventional wisdom from people who dealt with her, fundraisers, was that she's going to make some talk about the left, some lefty sort of rhetoric, and she might kick Wall Street in the rear end a few times. But there would be a limit to it. There seems to be no limit to how far she's going left on economic issues right now.
Yeah, it's normal to go left in a primary, but you want to leave yourself some wiggle room so that when you get
How do you do that? TPP is supported by the President of the United States, Barack Obama.
That's a good point.
Absolutely
But yours is too. Sometimes they say really extreme things just to get in.
No, but I agree. This is a lot.
Okay,
this is
now
a big move, though.
another question.
Why
Why would she go against TPP right now? Well, guess what?
Wants the labor.
That Joe Biden was for it.
Right.
Moving to the left of Biden.
Again, the timing of this is really interesting because all the reports about this weekend possibly and Biden thinking about
her fundraisers on the big Wall Street firms have got to be freaking out right now. They got to be saying, what did we buy into? This isn't the Hillary Clinton we know and love.
The markets don't have a problem right now. They're up. Dow is now up 80 points. I want to thank Connell and Charlie. Thank you.
Free money always works.
Yeah, free money. Why not? 16,873. We were much higher, though.